Good morning, everybody. Payneblade back here again from Server 1 representing ISC. Just want to say a quick thank you guys for everybody who joined the live stream yesterday for the ATB Q&A. I hope it helped a lot of you guys out, and of course all the new people who actually joined the membership program. You guys are all in there doing team building together right now, and it's fantastic, and I love having that kind of communication and closeness to you guys, so thank you again for all those members. Now today, guys, we're going to be covering the brand new Naruto SR Showcase, as you saw to the intro. Now this is actually one of my favorite characters to have come out in a very, very long time, and the reason why is he's very PvE oriented, and he's built for long events and short events at the same time, and I can't wait to go through this with you guys. So let's look at the actual Naruto that I'm talking about here. Now if you guys don't have him, he is going to be probably one of my favorite characters I mentioned, but also he is going to be one of the best characters to use in PvE content, especially things like FG and the brand new ATB, and we're going to show you why shortly. But let's go through what we normally do. Artwork, 5-star, not a big fan, to be honest. I know it's nice, I like what they're doing here with it, and we know it's about the giant Rasen that him and Boruto create, but I'm a bigger fan of the 3-star, plus I'm a little impartial because I still think he looks like Charlie from Street Fighter. I'm going to stick to that, I don't care what anybody says. One of my favorite Street Fighter characters. Stats wise, let's look at stats. Now if you see here at 5-star, he's got 35.66% at crit rate, and crit damage is not bad. He's a little low on the crit damage side, to be honest. I kind of wish he was a little higher, but that's okay. His kit makes up for it. Critical suppression rate, he's not bad as well too, so he does have a way to bypass some crit rate on hitting opponents, so he will be critting a little more often. Guard rate is actually decent at 27.69. Remember guys, Gamma is affecting this, and then damage increase rate is actually really good for 30% out of 5-star. As you can see, I'm almost a 6-star. Hopefully we'll get him LB2 eventually, which will make him that much better. Alright, so link bonuses. What do you need to have him ready? You need the new Boruto and you need Sasuke. Now Sasuke you can buy as a 1-star from the shop as a link bonus. If you have Boruto, if you don't have him, I don't suggest getting Sasuke until you get Boruto, but this is huge for him because that attack is really what makes A's that much better than most other units, so keep that in mind. Alright, so let's go down to his defense. Now defense, you need the old Sarada and the newer Mama Sakura, so that's the D version, which is the Mother's True Strength, the one that nobody really likes to use, unfortunately, but you can get both of these from the link bonus, or if you have summoned them, they'll be available. That puts your defense, it gives them more survivability. And then lastly, for HP, you need to get Gara and Daru. Now Daru you can get from the shop, or the exchange shop, or the TOE, Tower of Eternity, and Gara you can also get from the shop as well too for Shinobi Exchange for 1,000. So you need quite a few Shinobi Exchange shops if you don't have the link bonuses to complete them. So work on this slowly, guys, if you plan to use them long term. Alright, stats wise, he's got really good stats, he's got good attack, he's got decent speed. I've got him at 83, I'm hoping to push him to 92 soon. And then tribe specials, he's got the one tribe only with Boruto and Papa Sasuke. Now the good thing with that though is you can put him and Boruto in the same cell and they can feed off each other, which is actually not a bad idea. But this specific tribe here increases damage if you're faster than your opponent by 25%, increases all chakra by 2,500, boosts all allies damage reduction rate by 25%, and boosts all allies guard rate by 28%. So very much a healing slash defensive tribe. Not a big fan of it. Art wise though, incredible, so definitely one of my favorites. Alright, let's talk about his actual skills. Now this guy, as I mentioned, is built for events, so let's see why, and I'll explain to you. Okay, so wind style, Rasen, Shuriken. So this does the new power creep percentages, which is insane. Deals 28.95% extra damage when the target's HP is 50% or above. Now that is built for FG and that is built for ATB. Now the reason why that's built for it is because those opponents are usually kicking around more than 50% because it's such a long-term fight in a short span of time. So this man is going to be doing a ton of damage just because of that alone. And on top of that, he boosts all allies attack by 23.16% when there are more undefeated allies than enemies. As you guys know, with FG and ATB, FG has 2 enemies, ATB has 1, you'll always have more allies, so this will always proc. So as you can see here, that percentage is now over 300% just because of that alone, which is insane. So he'll be doing amazing damage for you guys. Arena, it's all very dependent, right? That's kind of where he kind of falls off a little bit, is in Arena, but that's okay. We're here for PvE purposes, and I'll show you him in ATB today. Alright, the second skill. Boost attack by 12.37% for all attack shinobi for the rest of the battle. Now attack shinobi are your bread and butter for FG as well as ATB, so that is incredible. He'll make them hit that much harder, and it does stack with his other buffs and other people's buffs as well. Of course, he's got the attack medium for boost for medium, and then he's got the steadfast ninja way, which is boosting your damage increase rate by 9.58% for all users in the same cell. Okay, so that's the same cell, not active allies. It's a very big difference, so you got to be the same color. And boost damage reduction rate by 18.16% for the same users in those 3-man cells. And then, of course, he's got damage increase, and then when you get into 6-star, you get damage decrease. Gear-wise, I've got him at 70, 70, 65, and 55. I'll probably put this up shortly, but I'm saving them for a little bit. In terms of scrolls, I've got him at 56, hoping to max that out today or tomorrow. And I've got him 65 here, doing the same thing with that. Vitality, I got 1 for now, only because I use Psi. I will get this up eventually. 20 for PvP purposes, you need that. You need to max this out for sure, because you want him to proc that second skill as much as possible. And you'll need to max this. As you can see, I'm a little low on resources, but we're getting there. We're going to push this guy to 92. Now, his Limit Break 2, when it does come out, is actually pretty good as well. So let's take a quick look at it. Limit Break 2 actually boosts critical rate and guard rate for all users in the same 3-man cell, making that 3-man cell even more powerful. So fantastic kit, guys. Like one of the best kits I've seen in a very long time. And again, built for PvE content. Now, I did do a couple arena matches with him just to test him out, and I'm going to show you guys the results of that. I'm going to pick one specifically where he shows all of his skills, and we can go ahead and look through that together. So let's pick, I think it was this one here. So in this one, I think he's fighting or attacking Sasori. So we're going to see his second skill, and you see their damage reduction rate up. You saw a couple other buffs up there. So this one here, he's going to attack Sasori, and he's going to watch the buff here. There you go, attack up and attack up on all A units. So you've got Deidara and Heavy and everybody else who's an A unit. So my Kakashi and all the other units that are A's got attack up from that alone. So that's fantastic to have. Now it stacks with Itachi's attack up, it stacks with Kirin's attack up. So you're feeding your A Shinobi even more power, and you're going to see them hit a lot harder because of it. There you go, 740k non-crit by Kakashi. That's insane damage, guys. So my Itachi's going to be gone here. Let's fast forward this part. So now my CM2 also got that same buff. Now he also, because he's faster, will also stack his attack on top of that. So you're seeing constant stacking of attack, which is huge in any battle, including arena, but mostly PvE content, guys. You're going to see that thrive quite a bit. There you go. Alright, let's go back into it, and I'll show you some of his damage in terms of his actual Jutsu. Now, his Jutsu hits harder on any opponent that has 50% or more HP, and it increases the attack power of the entire Shinobis that you have on your skill. So watch the damage here. He's going to hit Sasori, and Sasori does have 50% more HP. So first off, the damage is going to be non-crit, but it's going to be an insane amount for hitting a D unit. Look at that, 237. That's insane. And he gave attack up to every single person in the team, so that's going to make them hit harder. So 237 non-crit, 311 crit for my Heavy, who's way stronger. He's an 80k power versus 500k power. So 800k power versus 500k power, crit versus non-crit, only less than 100k damage. So you can see how much harder Naruto's going to be hitting than everybody else. So honestly, guys, fantastic unit. So that's definitely something I suggest you guys work on, is him, especially for events that you can't complete, because he's going to get you past a lot of those events. Putting him with characters like Haku and other characters that boost damage or attack is going to be crucial, especially if you're F2P and if you're struggling with finishing some of the harder events in the game. Alright, there's Sai and Kirin and Kakashi doing their things. Let's see here. There we go. Let's move on. Let's see if we can get another attack in here. Probably not. He'll probably do the yellow one here. Yeah, and that's AI being smart finally. That's normal. But as you guys saw there, now I did do a couple other fights where he did attack T units, and he hit for about 500k non-crit. And crit-wise, I think he did about 900 to 1 million. So definitely, guys, worth having as a unit. There you go. Let's see how much he does here to an A unit. I love the animation, by the way. It's probably one of my favorite jutsus out there. Makes me feel like I'm getting a UR, because that's exactly what normally happens. Look at that, 494 crit on an A. That's not bad, and it wasn't no 50% up, no 50% extra damage on 50% HP or above. So really good unit, guys. Does a ton of damage. Will do so much for you in terms of getting you ready for content. As you can see here, I've got a couple more matches to go. to finish this up, but I'm going to stop there for you guys. Get him up. That's my suggestion. Highly recommend him. Is he better than Boruto? In my opinion, absolutely. For what he brings to the table in terms of an attack unit and a buffing unit, he does the right things to get you past a lot of PvE content. He's not as good as Boruto in PvP though, I will say that. Boruto's a better PvP unit because he does bring in more defensive support as well as offensive, but the two of them together is a very, very good team, guys. So highly recommend, get him up, get a move on it. Now, if you do have him only at 1 star and you're a brand new player, don't use the fragments to get him to 3 stars. Pull the 3 stars first and then use the remaining fragments you have, because it does move over to get him to 5 as soon as possible, and then closer to 6 to get his LB2 unlocked. But outside of that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the showcase. I hope this kind of opened your eyes on how good he is. And if you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Hit me up in the content section in the comments area. And also, if you are joining the membership, I will answer any of your questions in my personal Discord. Just hit that join button. And just quickly on that, you have to be on a PC or a laptop apparently in order to join, not your mobile. So you won't see the join button, unfortunately. Alright guys, this is Payne. Have a wonderful day, guys, and we'll talk soon.